Hey everybody, welcome back to Wicked Sports. This is Power Play, and we're joined, as always, by Chris Uminski. Chris, it's the NHL Finals. How are you doing?
I am excited. This is going to be a fantastic series between two NHL heavyweights.
Yes. Yeah, so obviously the Avalanche are facing off against, the two-time in a row Stanley Cup champs. Chris is rolling his eyes. They've become the bane of people's existence. It seems the Tampa Bay Lightning. Chris, who you got in the series?
You know what? This is a really hard one to pick. The Lightning, of course, are the Lightning,
Mm-hmm.
and they are probably the better team in the series. But they haven't played any teams as good as the Avalanche are. The best team that Tampa's had to play in the playoffs so far has been the Rangers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the
And
Avalanche, they've been pretty dominant like all season on the
yeah,
Western Conference. How do they what is their how to put this? What is their edge that could give them like the push that they need to beat the Lightning in this series?
I think that Colorado has a slight edge offensively,
Mm-hmm.
not a huge one at all. This is, like I said, it's very hard for me to pick somebody in this series,
Mm-hmm.
just because these teams are so good for such similar reasons.
Right.
Um, I think Colorado's offense this year has been just ever so slightly better than Tampa's, and that's saying something because Tampa has guys like Steven Stamkos,
Mm-hmm.
Nikita Kucherov.
So from the other point of view, what is giving the Lightning a potential edge?
The Lightning are the better defensive team, I think.
Mm-hmm.
They always, I must say it every time I talk about the Lightning that Andre Vasilevsky is the best goalie in the world.
Mm-hmm.
You really can't stack up against him. Darcy Kemper is good,
Right.
but I mean, Vasi is Vasi.
Yeah. So this is their chance to become officially a dynasty. What kind of pressure do you think that adds for the Lightning going into this?
You know, I don't think they're under as much pressure as, I mean, like, I'm a Boston sports fan, as say like the Patriots would be.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that's just because of the type of fan base that Tampa has,
Mm-hmm.
where they're small but they're loud.
Right.
Um, and I mean, nobody in the league is excited for the possibility of this. Um, so I literally think that the only people who are rooting for the Lightning are everybody who lives in Tampa.
Right. Yeah. No, that of course makes sense. So is there kind of like a feeling amongst NHL fans now that they're a little tired of the Lightning at this point?
Speaking for myself, yes.
Right.
And like, I never hated the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Right.
I thought it was always. I think it's very good for the league that they're doing so well.
Mm-hmm.
Just because like trying to, and the Panthers too. Florida, untraditional hockey market.
Of course. Yeah.
Um, but to have their two teams do so well has started to build those fan bases.
Mm-hmm.
Tampa's fan base is definitely growing as the team does better. The thing which I don't like though is one of the things I've always liked about hockey is that it's not always the same like three teams winning every single championship,
Mm-hmm.
winning every single cup. But lately, in the last few years, it's been starting to devolve into that,
Yep.
and I think that's maybe this is a cold take, but I don't like that. I mean, like the NBA Finals are on right now too. Golden
Mm-hmm.
State is one of those teams that
Yeah.
wins constantly, and I don't think it's good for basketball that
Mm-hmm.
they're always winning. It's not as exciting.
No, I agree, and I mean, we had like three finals between the Warriors and the Cavaliers like in a row. It's like okay,
Yeah,
it's not that exciting. So I can
yeah,
definitely
no,
see where you're coming from here, where it's just like come on, another team can get in there. And I mean, I felt very similar as a football fan, with the Patriots.
The Patriots.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, oh my God, they're there again. And then Tom Brady, he's
It's
still
not
there.
as much.
He's still
It's
there.
not as much fun from this side.
No, it's like I can't escape Tom Brady ever. He's just always gonna be, I guess, in the Super Bowl and near the Super Bowl every season. But
Yeah, and that's the other thing too. Tom Brady has been known to make appearances at Lightning games.
right, maybe he gave them some of his magic.
I
Whatever
mean,
deal he made with the devil, he like how passed it on.
Yeah, I mean, like we've talked about the Tom Brady here effect before.
Yeah, nice.
Tom Brady effect here. Yeah.
Yeah. So what would it mean for Colorado to win a championship? It's been a while. Like what, 2003? Something like that was the last time they won.
Something like that. You know what we're gonna do?
It's been a really long time, at least. God.
2001. 2001.
So even longer than I thought. 21 years. Their Stanley Cup could drink at this point. But yeah, what would it mean for Colorado, for that hockey market to win a championship?
I mean, Colorado and the Denver area is a fantastic hockey market. They love the Avalanche over there.
Of course, yeah.
And I think it would be awesome for that fan base to get another cup from them. I mean, they're who I'm rooting for in this series. I have a soft spot in my heart for the Avalanche.
Sure.
Ray Bork.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it would be great for them. There hasn't been a championship in Colorado for when was the last time the Broncos won?
They won Super Bowl 50, which was in 2014.
Yeah, so it's been a little while.
Yeah.
Since there's been any championships in Colorado. And they deserve it.
Yeah, no, I mean they're a great sports city. I know like Bronco fans are huge, like you said, they're huge into hockey as well. I mean, the climate just for both hockey and football, I feel like is really good. It's like the Northeast where it's cold and it's like tough.
Yeah.
Rough,
Oof.
Yeah, and so I guess what else is like standing out to you in this matchup? What else do you want to talk about for it?
I mean, I guess it's going to be the for lack of a better term, the shootout between these two very high-powered offenses.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like I've already talked about Kucherov and Stamkos, who are one of the most name a more iconic duo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'm the last person in the world who could name a more iconic duo in hockey. Anyways.
And you're matching up that against Nathan McKinnon and guys like Cale Makar. Cale Makar, I think should be I'm very excited to see how he's going to be looking going forward. He's another very good offensive defenseman. He lights it up every time. I think he might be my favorite player on the Avs right now.
Yeah,
and like Nazem Kadri too is really good.
Yeah, so I mean, if you had to pick, what's your prediction here?
This is really tough. I'm gonna be bold. I'm gonna say Avalanche in 7.
Oh right, hey, that'd be great for hockey if it goes to 7, and great if the Avalanche.
No, this is going to be a 6 or 7 game series.
So very, very exciting. Anything else that we didn't cover yet that you wanted to cover?
Nope. I don't want to talk about Connor McDavid, and I don't want to talk about.
Yeah, that other thing that you
I
shared.
don't want to talk about Samuel Blais either.
I pulled up right before we recorded, and I was like, "Oh, that's a lot to take in."
Yeah, no, we'll leave it for Twitter to talk about that.
Oh, and they are.
Yes.
Oh man, I saw a good meme that you put up on Twitter. Like the girlfriend in bed, probably thinking of other women, just like caption other women.
Other women.
Yeah. Brutal. All right, that's it. Well, you said you didn't want to talk about it. I won't talk about it. We'll leave it there. Well, if people are looking for those memes, where can they find them?
You can find me on Twitter, Chris_Uminski. I'm also on TikTok. I'm going to try to post more there. That's Chris Uminski.
Yes, follow Chris there on TikTok. You can follow me on Twitter at TheFakeBMar. That's BMARR. Channel is on Twitter at Wicked Good Sport and at WG Everything. Twitch on Twitch at twitch.tv/Wicked Everything. We're on TikTok. Search Wicked Sports. Search Wicked Good Everything. We have our website, of course, which is wickedgoodeverythingsports.com. Chris, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
And we'll see you all in the next one.